Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Tyler from the Shadow Realm. Today I'm going to bring you an updated version of Burning Abyss. So I'm not really sure exactly what to call it. It's kind of a mix of stun, a little Shaddolls, but not really. It's something. I want to do PK Fire, an updated version of that with the Bardich and Cherubini, but unfortunately, as soon as I figure out exactly kind of how to make it, Bardich got banned, so really can't do that. But this is, I think, more of a casual level compared to my other decks that are more competitive based. But yeah, let's get down to it. It's a 41 card build, and you'll see what I mean by it's kind of weird and not sure really competitive. So first, we're going to start off with 3 Farfa. I think the best card of the deck, and well, besides Graph and Seer, if it's sent to the graveyard, then banish one face-up monster on the field until end phase. So really good. Send it off of Beatrice, Fiend Griefing, Dark Sacrifice if I was playing that. Don't have 2 more copies, so I'm not playing it. Next is going to be 2 copies of Skarm. He's your main searcher at end phase. And one thing to note is that you can only use one Burning Abyss monster's effects once per turn. So if you special summon one of these guys, and you want the just for the effects, you can't. It's one or the other. So either normal summon it, then get the effect, or special summon it, get no effect. So you can send this off of milling or something like that, and it'll work. But more or less, your target's going to be for the tour guide, and you can also search it. It gets searched off a tour guide too to help with that. So as long as it's not special summoned by its own effect, then you're pretty much set for the second effect. Next is going to be 2 Libic. Libic is, I think, a good card too. I keep on going back and forth with that 1 or 2. I think it's good at 2 for this build, just due to the fact that you open up so many, at least parts that you don't want to actually special summon off their own effects. So if he's sent to the grave and you have a BA in hand that you want to use the effect, so say Seer is in hand and this gets milled, you use Libic's effect, special summon it, its effect's negated, so it's really good. For people that don't know what Burning Abyss is, I should have said this before. Basically, if you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this monster from hand, and if you control a monster that's not Burning Abyss, destroy this card, or send it to the graveyard. Next is going to be the one-ofs, which is 1 Seer and 1 Graph. More or less, you're going to be sending Graph to the graveyard to get the Seer. You can send a Cherubini, so it guarantees that right before you make the Dante, so you always make sure you get it. That's the good part about Cherubini being a thing now. 1 Barbar for burn damage, and 1 Calcab for effect negations. 1 Reboot because it's a, Burning Abyss name. Oh, Calcab is the bounce spell trap card. Alec is the one that deals with monster effects. So it's a kind of weird ratio, I guess, but I feel like it's proper, at least for this build again. And I'm not trying to build it competitive. It's, again, a casual build because I just had cards that I felt like I could make the deck, and I don't have cards that I want to make the deck with better. So until I get those, then this is, again, a casual build. Next is going to be 3 Phoenix Rhino. It's basically a BA. So if this card's normal summons, any card that's on the field has its effects negated. So basically, you're allowed to special summon as many BA monsters as you want, since they can't be destroyed by their own effects. And when he's sent to graveyard, you get to mill. Next is going to be the 1 Tour Guide, because Tour Guide is a good card. Basically, if you want to play the Orcus variants, then you can also make this go into the Nightmare, and then so on and so forth. A card that I've been liking a lot lately is Egypt Sabers, just due to the fact that if you have Graph in hand and you have nothing to special summon it, so you don't get the effect, then this put the Graph on top, special from grave, and make Dante if you have another level 3, and you're pretty much set. Or before you even do that, you can use Cherubini to mill that Graph that you just put on top of the deck, and then you're pretty much golden. Another card is Sea Archiver. Really, really good card. I think this is really good. I was kind of lacking on it. like saying, oh, it's not really the best, it's kind of but seeing like from testing, basically it's again a free special summon. You get special summon from hand or graveyard, but banish it when it's field. You're using it as XC material, so why you're not really mattering. And it's level 3. So this is basically rank 3 turbo. To help Mathematician is really good, and if for some reason it's left on the field and it's throw a battle, draw a card. So, not bad. Don't want to sit on it, but again, level 3. Helps make Cherubini. Next is the Psychic Engine 2 wielder, and of course the 1 tracker. You can bump up wielder to 3 and tracker to 2 if you want, but I feel like this is pretty decent since we do play the emergency teleport. So you always, at least hopefully, should have in hand, or if not, emergency teleport to get one of these guys out. So this word starts getting a little weirder. I went with the Predaplant engine because we play Instant Fusion and Shaddolls Fusion. So basically you're going to make the Cherubini with Underclock pointing to Beatrice and Cherubini pointing to the window. Then after you use Cherubini, after you use the Beatrice effect and has no material, you can use Shaddolls Fusion to go into Shaddolls Construct. So I think it's a good concept. Who knows? Yeah, that's at least my reasoning on it. And again, you get to send a Burning Abyss card from your hand to the graveyard. So next for the spells are going to be 3 Call By, because why not? You want to keep your stuff uninterrupted. 3 Shaddolls Fusion, because it can be searched off the Predaplant engine. 3 Instant Fusion for the window. That helps again go into the construct. 1 Emergency Teleport to go for the psychic monsters, and 1 Foolish Burial to help go for the extra kind of play. So that's those, and then for 2 traps, Fiend Griefing, I want to bump this up 3. Unfortunately, I don't have a 3rd at the moment, but I recommend that. I have a stun build that I'm working on right now, which is going to be like 3 Judgment, 3 Griefing, 3 Dark Sacrifice. It's definitely a work in progress, so who knows. Shuffle 1 card to your opponent's graveyard back, and then you get to send a Fiend type monster from your deck to grave. So, okay, I don't want to use Beatrice effect. Griefing, you get to shuffle something back that they're targeting, shuffle it back, and you have instant Farfa. Like, why not? So off the extra deck, 2 Cherubini. Cherubini I think is really good. I like 2 copies, so at least I can go into her again if needed. And yeah, I just think it's really, really good, really solid. It's a Foolish Burial, requires only 2 level 3s. Gives protection, so that's why you have a window underneath it, so it gives protection from Instant Fusion's effect at end phase. So it's just going to keep checking and checking and checking as long as Cherubini is on the field and Windows on the field. Next is 1 Beatrice and 2 Dante. I think this is the best ratio. 2 Dante because in case you want to go to another one for some reason to help, get a mill or just swing for game, I guess, make him Boral Sword. We play the 1 purple because I like purple, and again, he can't be targeted by opponent's card effects, so why not? And you draw a card by discarding a Burning Abyss. Hello. That's really good. Use special summon off of Beatrice when Beatrice is destroyed, by the way. Next is Shaddolls Construct because I want to test it out. 1 window because window's real good, especially against Orcus or anything that floods the the whole field with links and just anything before they start combo. Beat Cop it comes up at times, might cut it for another window in case I draw the Instant Fusion. Underclock because I want to cut my opponent's cards in half. Phoenix, Unicorn, just simple removal. Standard Decode. Bomber, I like Bomber just because I've made some really odd boards with Beatrice underneath it, by special summoning Beatrice first and then making Bomber, but I definitely go more towards Boral Sword, so I might just change Bomber into Boral Load. I'm thinking about putting a Shaddolls Fusion in this, so if I'm going for OTK, if I can. Swing once with Boiled Sword. Swing Beatrice, let's change it. So you get the second attack for Boiled Sword, that's 6,000, plus whatever Beatrice swung, minus whatever monster you attacked into. Shell Fusion, go for Construct, game. Like, you're always going to be guaranteed that. And again, you search off of the Prep Play engine. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is something I didn't plan on really doing, and I think it's an interesting concept. So I'm waiting for all the comments saying that this is going to be bad. I know it's bad. Again, I think it's just a really cool concept that I want to try out. It seems, in testing at least, really good. So if you guys want to see a combo video or any test hands, then definitely let us know. I'll be glad to show you like what this is kind of capable of. Yeah, again, I think this is going to be a fun deck if you want to play casually. And I guess next I'm going to be working on finishing Crusader or Dragons, remaking that, since I didn't get to make the video last time since the ban list came out quicker than we thought. And I had it, played it for one day at locals, and really, I did really well with it. I came in, I think, second or third at local, so I was really happy. But we're going to see how that build goes, and then I'm going to be building BA Guard Dragons. I'm having a friend make a list and going to be building off of that. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We do have a Discord, so if you guys want to check that out, it's down in the link description. Until then, see you guys in the next video. Later.